Let's get started, okay, in the interest of time. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 151 of our Your Next Level Mastermind. And our topic for today is, how do you network? I thought that would be a really interesting topic because everybody goes about it in a completely different way. And I'd like to hear what you have to say. So how do you network? For those who are watching this on replay, these people here, they don't just give up their time. They don't just give up their expertise. They don't just give up watching their footy, like the case of Jeff Field, right? They actually here to help you. They are here to try and do whatever they can to support you to achieve whatever you want. And all you need to do is to reach out and talk to them. Underneath this recording on YouTube, I'm asking them to make sure that they've got a link where you can book a time to come and talk. Go and say hello to Santa Claus. Go and talk to Brian and Glenda and Joy and Janet and Pat Dryer, Fred. Fred, I mean, by the way, if you don't know Fred, he's got more marketing ideas you can poke a stick at, right? George.naugle, marketing staff. All these people, they'll all have a link there. All I'm asking you to do, and we really, in fact, when you think we should charge for this, right? Because they're getting access to you people, and it's your time they're using, and your time is valuable, and you give it to them for free. Right? Think about that. So for those who are watching, get the link, contact these people, talk with these people, and don't waste their time. Please don't waste their time. They know people that you don't know. They have opportunities you've never even heard of before. They've got contacts that you don't even know about, and they've probably got the perfect ideal audience that you're looking for, and you haven't got a clue where to find it.
Yeah, and we know people you don't want to know as well.
Well, that's true. And then if you're talking to Freddie, he'll probably tell you. So all I'm saying is, for those people who are watching this on replay, and you do not reach out to these people and book a time to talk with them, then I don't know why you bother. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me why you can't make the opportunity to talk to these people who are really good at what they do. They really are good at what they do. And I'm asking you to do yourself a favor, to simply reach out and say, hey, George, nice to see you. I saw you on the YouTube thing. I'd love to book it. Yeah, George, make sure you've got your booking link in there, okay? And by the way, don't call it a booking link. Don't call it a conversation link. Have a conversation with them. If you're going to call it a discovery call, they probably think you're trying to sell them something, right?
That'd be right.
But which is probably true. If they're worth it. Right? That's the point. That's the point. All right. So with that in mind, I'm going to ask each of them now to introduce themselves. Please, I want you to remember, again, for the last time, do not miss the opportunity of reaching out and talking to these people. Do not just go to their website, book a time to talk with them. Okay, to start with, I'm going to start with you, Jeff Veal, seeing you're no longer going to kick your feet up on Friday. You're going to keep going for another couple of weeks. So I'm going to start with you. You can introduce yourself, what you do and how you do it, followed by Julie Gillen.
Okay, guys, my name is Jeff Veal. I'm known as a business guru. I live and reside, etc., in the Philippines. I've got a large team here, and we do digital marketing, guys. And our proud thing is we tell people you can hire an army for the price of a soldier, and I'm the general. You get me a couple of times a month for free, and I'll help you strategize, and I'll help you win. And in many cases, we can double your business within 3 months and results, or you don't pay a dime, as long as you do the work. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Joy Healy, followed by Alan Edwards.
Joy's on mute.
That's okay. We'll wait.
Sorry, is that better now?
That's perfect.
Yep, sorry, I hadn't moved the microphone. Right, yeah, I'm Joy Healy, an affiliate marketer from Norwich in the United Kingdom. I tell affiliates not yet earning commissions about the outright lies that newcomers face when they first come online. Particularly, I warn them against falling for the myth of making money effortlessly. It just doesn't happen. But I've joined a brand new training program that shows new affiliates how they can have multiple streams of income. And you'll find the training program and the multiple streams of income on the link in the chat. Thanks very much, Peter.
Thank you very much, Joy. And can they also directly contact you?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Alan, it's always good to see you. Okay. Followed
Likewise.
Nagel.
Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody. I'm Alan Edwards. I'm based in Hampshire in the UK, and I'm a property investor and developer, and I help property owners solve their problems no matter what they are. And I also help property investors get a great return on their investment. So I'll put my contact details in the chat box below, and I'm going to reach out to Jeff Field because I've got something I need to discuss with him. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Alan, very much indeed. Okay. George.naugle, followed by Mark Inkster.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this huge planet. Yeah, I have to say that more often. Thanks, John D. Allen, for that. My name is George.naugle. I'm the sales whisperer. I'm a Canadian living in the Philippines, and I am the sales whisperer. And I help business owners who hate or are uncomfortable with sales and marketing learn to love and enjoy it. I help them become authentic, to be the real self, and that draws in customers, which also draws in much more business. So that's me. I'll drop my details in the chat below.
Good, and make sure you got a direct contact for you as well. Good, okay. Mark Inkster, followed by Glenda Kroll.
Yeah, Mark Inkster, founder of the Strangers community. We're based here in New Zealand and globally focused. And, well, you know how people have problems with marketing their products, services, training courses, things like this. Well, look, just check out the Strangers community because we're here to help solve your problem. And so yeah, that's what we can do. Yeah, so please contact us and we'll see what we can do for you.
So Mark, if anybody is having a problem selling what they've got, they should reach out to you.
Yeah, I think so, because we can help with your products, your services. We have our own many thousands of products and that you can choose to sell as well. We use the Strangers group of companies that you can work with. So the Strangers community opens your door, and that working not only with our companies, connections. So yeah, so let's talk. I'm sure we can help you.
Well, I must admit, I have never seen anybody so active on LinkedIn as you.
Yeah, I like the channel.
You are everywhere.
We're going to get busier.
Yeah, well, good luck to you. I think that is fantastic, mate. I am delighted and excited for your potential. Well done indeed. Well done. Glenda Kroll, followed by Brian McNeil.
Good morning, everybody, afternoon or evening, wherever we're catching you from. My name is Glenda Kroll. I am a life reinvention mentor for women 40 plus, transforming your life for a better, more confident, powerful you. I'm thrilled to guide women 40 plus on a journey from breakdown to brilliance with my proven 3-step method, transforming your struggles into your strength and conquer those obstacles and break free from the fear and rebuild no matter what challenges you're facing. Now is your time to sparkle. Book a 45-minute complimentary chat and build your roadmap with me, and I'm here to make you stronger and wiser. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you.
Glenda, I always pick up something from you. And this
Oh.
one I'd never heard before. Breakdown to brilliance.
Well,
Hey.
when we have challenges, it breaks us right down, doesn't it? And we lose our confidence, our self-esteem, and so much more. So, you know what? As a mentor, I can hold space for you till you become that confident person you are, and
Yeah.
figure out the challenges to make them into the strengths that you need to keep going forward in life.
Right. So it takes you from breakdown to brilliance, right? I
Absolutely.
reckon that's darn clever.
Thank you.
More marketing ideas, Fred. Darn clever, right? Well done. Brian McNeil, followed by Janet Pacelli.
Good morning to everyone here. I promise no one watching will get more out of this circle of brilliance than me, because I learn every time I hear anything any of you guys say. But I am Brian K. McNeil, the sales confidence coach, because I will tell you, there's a lot of amazingly talented people that offer services that genuinely do help the world. But a lot of these amazing people do not earn the money that they could or that they should. And very often they don't earn that money simply because they don't know how to sell it well, or they're using antiquated methods of selling that no longer work today. And what I do is actually teach them what to say and do so they can sell themselves, which they forget, and their services better than they ever have before, so they can earn more money than ever before. And I do it through my coaching, through my workshops, my talk to my platform, or my books. I've actually written 6 books. And I am really, really impressed with the collection of aggregate talent in this circle right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. You've written 6 books, correct?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever given them away?
All the time. I think today's marketplace, we're in a time where we have to give value before we can earn the right to ask for money. And we have to, frankly, we have to give a lot of value. It's harder and harder for our marketplace to hire us to do what we do without taste testing us or seeing us enough.
The reason I asked you that question is because the idea of providing a PDF or a PowerPoint presentation or something online, right, no longer has the same level of attraction as
You're
getting
right.
something in the mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
And if Brian had a book in the mailbox, I will guarantee they might not even read it. But you know what? They will never forget it.
That's right.
They will never forget it. Yeah. Well done, mate. Well done. That's why I asked you, do you ever give them away?
All the time. This past weekend, it was amazing. There's a reason why when I get on daises, we make the most money, because we give away the most stuff. You know, we give away stuff and people want to come buy stuff.
Good. Well done. Well done. Well done indeed. Janet Pacelli, nice to see you, followed by John Allen.
Hello, thank you, Peter. It's great to be here. I'm Janet Pacelli, coming to you from Florida. I'm here to introduce you to a game changer in natural wellness in just 60 seconds. Picture this, a simple patch, unlocking your body's potential for improved balance, enhanced comfort, and elevating performance. Whether you're an athlete seeking peak performance, or someone on a wellness journey, or a man who is needing more clarity, energy, and passion in his life, this is your secret weapon. Someone with pain issues, sleep issues, backed by cutting edge neurotechnology. The super patch is designed to optimize your body's performance. No ingredients, no pills, no supplements, nothing is going into your body. It's merely interacting with your skin to optimize your body's performance through your neurology. So just peel and stick, easy peasy. And aren't you ready to upgrade and redefine your healthier wellness journey? More balanced life. Isn't it time you felt super? So message me if you need any help with this. If you'd like to try one of our patches, I have free samples. Happy to chat with you and see how Super Patch could help you. Thank you.
Yeah. Just stick it on and see what happens, right?
Stick it on, feel what happens. Yeah. See what happens.
Yeah. John Allen, followed by Patrick Dwyer.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, no matter where you are in this big, wide, beautiful world of ours. I'm John D. Allen, Allen Small Business. Just before I start, I'd like to tell everybody, reach out to Brian McNeil. He has incredible stuff to talk about. He can really give you great ideas on how to promote yourself. He is a dynamic man. You know, what I do is I help sales coaches without selling or pitching to be able to sell their products basically without selling at all. I do this through a program called Fall in Love with Your Prospect's Problem, not your solution or program. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, nobody gives a crap about your solution or program. They want to know how to solve their problem. So if that's what you want to talk about and you're a coach, reach out. My contact information is in the chat. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, John. Very much indeed. Pat Dwyer, followed by Fred Gillen.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, everybody. I am Pat Dwyer from Phoenix, Arizona in the U.S., and I show people how to make money. I just use the leverage of network marketing and a company called My Daily Choice as the vehicle to build your home business. Imagine your life better than it is today just by taking 3 simple steps. It's really just a lot of people doing a little bit, and that's it, because once you learn these skills, you'll never have to work for someone else ever again. I'm looking for a partner. And if that's you, I'll show you how to get started for free and help you get some fast results. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Pat. Fred Gillen, followed by you-know-who, Santa Claus.
Oh,
Fred.
Thanks, Peter. Hi, everyone. Most of you know me. I'm Fred Gillen. I run a digital agency from my home office in Melbourne, Australia. And I call the digital agency More Marketing Ideas because that's what I've done all my life. I've given people more marketing ideas. And who needs more marketing ideas? Well, everybody needs more marketing ideas. It doesn't matter whether you're a business coach or you're a life coach or you're into affiliate marketing or you just want to be at home. You just need more marketing ideas. And if you Google more marketing ideas, you're going to find more marketing ideas. And most of it will be coming from me because that's what I do. I give businesses more marketing ideas. And if you don't know the name of my business by now, well, I'll just give you one more marketing idea. Just Google me and you'll find me. And my name's Fred Gillen from More Marketing Ideas.
Thank you very much, Fred. Very much indeed. Anthony.
Fred, just a second here, Peter. Fred, what do you do?
No idea.
That never gets old.
Come on, Fred. Give it to me one more time.
Well, I guess I'd probably have to give you just one more marketing idea, and then I'll tell you.
That'll do. If we follow the advice that's been given tonight, then we'll go to you for some more marketing ideas, and then we'll go to Brian McNeil to show you how to sell them. Okay? Anthony Pacelli, over to you, my man.
Oh, it's so good to be here, Peter. Oh, it's good to see everybody again. So, who do you know that would love a visit from Santa? You know, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to coordinate visits with Santa all year round, not just for asking for presents, not just for celebrating Christmas Day, but for the aspect of, you know, exchanging gifts, things like no. This is about sharing the Christmas spirit all year round and using Santa as and using me as Santa as a vehicle to share that Christmas cheer, that Christmas spirit. And and in positive little get-togethers. So what I'm doing is I'm offering 15-minute Zoom sessions as Santa in the privacy and the comfort of your own home. So who do you know that has a youngster, a niece, a nephew, a grandchild that could use a mid-year check-in, a birthday greeting, or even a special message from Santa? You know, I work with kids from 1 to 92. So imagine you're at work, you've done a really good job, and all of a sudden there's a request for a Zoom session. Bill, what a fantastic month you've had. Oh, Santa's so proud of you. You're so wonderful. Keep up the great work. You know, something like that, you know. And another thing I like to do is I like to help people get together. So do you have that special someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with? Well, let Santa help you make that special moment even more special. You know, to find out more information, shoot me an email. It's in the chat, and you can visit my website as well. Okay. And I look forward to talking to each and every one of you. And last week I mentioned something that another hat that I wear is I am a professional voiceover artist. I have experience in TV promo, narration, commercials, and podcast intros and outros. You know, I have over a decade and a half of professional VO experience and would love to help you create an engaging audio to your project that you have. You know, I love what I do, and it shows in my work. The one thing I love about what I do is the sheer joy of helping others using my voice. And that brings me the greatest satisfaction. And I don't think I'd want it any other way. So I'd love to help you out. So please reach out to me. And all my contact information is in the chat box. And I'd love to talk with you.
Thank you
Can I
very
say
much.
I love Santa's business. I love your
thank
look, first off, because it gives people a chance to get the wrong idea first. Because I had the wrong idea until I heard but half the people will get the right idea, and half the people will mess it up until they talk to you. Which I was one part of. But when I heard your intro last week, I got it. I was like, oh wow, what a beautiful concept. You can have Santa and Christmas every day and in more than one ways. So I am a fan. I wanted you to know.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you.
As am I. I've had Santa talk to my grandchildren for the last 3 years, and I'll tell you what, he has more energy with the children than he does here, and he's awesome. He's absolutely incredible.
I'm a fan of the idea. I really am. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
The kids love it. They do. And one of them hasn't believed in 2 years, but he still loves waiting for Santa's call. It's the spirit.
Actually,
it's a beautiful thing, you know.
No. Where do you find the save chat? It used to be 3 dots at the bottom, but I can't see it anymore.
Three dots at the top if you've upgraded.
I still have it at the bottom. Save chat.
Yeah, if you've got the latest version of Zoom, it's now up the top.
Right-hand corner, Pete.
Mine's
right
at the top.
You've got the X, the little arrow, and then the 3 dots. If you move across.
At the top.
No, 3 dots. I got
No, you must not have the latest edition. It's still at the bottom.
I've got a pop out and I've got an X.
Yeah, but the three dots should be beside that pop out.
But it's not. There's nothing there.
It's beside the title where it says Peter Beckenham's personal meeting room.
Below the X.
Okay.
Clean your glasses.
No, it says rename Spotlight for everybody. No, it doesn't say that at all. Okay.
It might be different when you're the host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It automatically saves the chat when you're the host. You don't have to worry about it.
I think it does. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it does when you're recording. It ends up in the same folder.
Okay. Apologies from one of our newest members, Kathy Aldridge. She would very much like to be here, but unfortunately she can't. She's got godchildren interests and priorities today. Lisa Anna Palmer, Janet Pacelli, you are here. You're not an apology. I just put you through the line. Penny Kennedy sends a love to everybody, by the way. Penny Kennedy. Lydia Kajai. She's at school. There's a mum's day at school for parents, and she's got to be there for that. And Yvonne Jones. They're the people who are often very supportive of us who can't be with us today. So they're the apologies for them. All right. Here's our topic, everybody. You ready? We're now 25 minutes to go. If you want to raise your hand, I'll take you in the order of your hand that's been raised. And you, Fred, you're up there first. How do you network? Right? How do you network? Because the way that you do this could determine whether you win or lose in this game we play. All right? All right, Fred, your call.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. I just had to get here before John. That was it. That was a quick finger. It's been a while, but I figured I'd get here before him this time. Look, I used to be a professional networker, as in a physical networker. So I used to go to, because I was working in the city in corporate and doing my side gig of coaching on the side. So if there was, and there were two reasons behind it. One was to miss the traffic, like the peak hour traffic, because usually network meetings are at the end of that business day. So they were on, and there were usually free drinks involved as well. So that was a couple of reasons to attend them. So, and I'd go there and people would turn around and say, you seem to be everywhere. The thing that they didn't realize was, in order for them to see me everywhere, they had to be everywhere too, right? So they were doing the same thing I was doing. So that's what I did. But COVID kind of changed all of that. And then we all went online, and we're online now. And so 90% of my networking at the moment is on Zoom. And I get people onto a Zoom call as quickly as I can, and I network that way. I go to what are networking groups. There's one that meets tomorrow, Australian time, and that's business for breakfast. If anybody wants to attend that, I can send them a link. There's 2 sessions. I think it meets around 7 p.m. Eastern or something like that, your time. But if anybody wants to attend that, and there's also Happy Neighborhood Project, which is another one that I attend on occasion. But mainly I try to build my own network and get people into my group so that I can communicate with them, and then we can all foster each other, a bit like what we're doing here. So we join groups and everybody helps each other. So that's really what I do about networking. And as always, that's just one more marketing idea. That's all I can say.
So, Fred, where do I find your group? I don't know where it is anymore.
You've got it's the link to the group is in my Facebook profile. So if you ever lose it, you go to my Facebook profile. It's the bottom link in it.
Is it? But it's no longer on Wednesdays. Is that right?
No, it's every day. Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Every day at 9:30 a.m. my time, whatever that is, in worldwide. So yeah,
9:30, which would be.
Sorry, it's Tuesday to Friday, Australian time. I don't do a Monday in Australia.
Okay.
I try and work to the US time zones.
Okay. Thanks, mate. I'll find it. All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Russ. And again, that is just one more marketing idea.
George, can you follow that? Over to you.
I'll try. All right. So networking. Okay. So are we talking fiber or cabling? First of all, because if we're going to be running Cat5 cables or fiber cables, it's going to be a completely different network.
Will you stop being a smarty pants?
All right. Well, hey, I was a computer IT guy for 30 years. I got
to be fair, George knows all about cabling. And
I do.
Right. Yeah. So
anyhow, the other kind of networking. Actually, networking has been one of my favorite pastimes, and I absolutely enjoy it and love it. I always have 2 intentions when I meet people, to get to know them and how can I help them. So that's what I've been finding works the best, because it doesn't matter whether or not they become a customer. You don't know what doors they'll open for you, potentially, or vice versa. I've partnered with people. I've had people work with me. We've worked together. We've collaborated, and and I've just met the most amazing people. And the biggest tip is interested people are interesting. So be interested in them, because if you're not, they don't give a rat's ass, for sure, definitely. If they are, if somebody's trying to sell them or trying to pawn a ware on them, you don't need to do that, for sure. Just get to know them, love them, share the love, and that's it. And everything else just works out from that point on. So yeah, just have two intentions. Listen, get to know them. Just that.
Good. I watched this video this morning and went for 5 minutes. And the name of the video had 2 words to it. And 2 words were, it was a secret to networking, right? And the 2 words were, shut up.
Shut up and sell.
Just shut up and listen. That's the point. Anyway, John, how do you network?
A lot like George and everybody else. One of the areas that I use is Alignable and LinkedIn. They're both great areas to meet a lot of people with. And another one is Glenda has an amazing interview show, which I have the privilege of being interviewed on today. So that any of you are out there, get interviewed on these podcasts, because that puts you in front of a lot of people that you don't know, and good chance you'll never know. So make use of people's podcasts like Glenda. That can really help grow your business. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, John. And for those who are here, I have no commercial interest in this whatsoever. But one of my mentors is a name by the name of Steve Brosman. Some of you may have been on Nick Cree's session yesterday. Steve Brosman was there. If you want to know how to optimize the podcast working with someone like Glenda Kroll, I would reach out to Steve Brosman. He's got a free book that gives it to you, right? Steve Brosman, Brossman, okay? Steve Brosman. You'll find him everywhere. I've known him for 28 years. And he's pretty good at what he does. And he shows you how to make money out of podcasts. And he also says, never pay to go on a podcast. Interesting, eh? Never pay. Okay. Patrick Dryer, over to you, my man. How do you network?
Well, I don't network nearly as much as I used to. It used to be something that was just big for me. And it was, again, like Fred, I was absolutely everywhere. And I wasn't there to pitch my wares. I was there to help people. And so but now it's just mostly online events, masterminds, and groups. And I just make sure to be the resource. It's like you be the resource, but the more you give, and it's like the books that everybody writes and gives away. The more you give, the more you get. It just happens. It's the law of reciprocity, I believe it's called.
Reciprocity.
Hey, that's my buddy. Thank you, Brian. It's too early to get those syllables all together at the same time. And if there's so many syllables in it, I have a hard time anyway. So I try to keep it simple to that. But I just, like I said, I just want to make sure that I'm the resource. So you find out what they want and need, just point, guide, and direct them to it. It's that simple. And they remember where they found it.
Because of the law of reciprocity.
Oh, thank you.
Couldn't resist that, Pat.
But you know what? I used to. It's interesting. Most of you here know what a fax machine is. I had a friend that I used to see at the Chamber of Commerce all the time, and this is many years ago. And he was in mortgages and other things and real estate, and he would send out a monthly sheet, and it would have all the mortgage rates on it, but it would also say what he did for that month. And so you are always caught up with him. It wasn't for things that happened, and it took 2 years that I hadn't seen him again. And I went up and he goes, "Oh my God, Pat Dreyer." He said, "I haven't seen you in ages." And I said, "Man, I see you every month." I said, "Thanks for sending that." I said, "It's just a reminder that you're there." And I know what Pat's doing, the other Pat. And I said, "I know what Pat's doing." So you know what? Just if you can't do anything else, try to keep in touch with him through newsletters, online newsletters, something, just podcasts, like Glenda's doing, like a few of you are doing. So if you want to stay in front of people, that's the way to do it, and they remember you. And all of a sudden, you just never know who's watching. And as far as networking goes, you don't know who their neighbor is, so just meet with everybody.
Now, ain't that the truth, Patrick? You never know. One of the secrets of networking is you don't know who's watching. You
Yeah.
really don't know. Yeah, well done. That's a very good point. Glenda, how do you network?
Well, I have multiple ways of networking. First of all, I love people and I love meeting people. And most importantly, I love to find out what they're doing and what makes them happy and challenges and so forth. So the same thing like everybody else said, be more interested than interesting. And that is the number one key. I have my podcast, and I'm also on many other podcasts along the way. I look for podcasts to be on because I expose myself so people will get to know me, like me, and trust me. And that's the top of things. Now, COVID changed everything, and now I reach out to people on Zoom by even going through my Facebook friends and reaching out to new people and getting to know them. But now what I'm also doing is going out to visit different types of groups. Right now, I'm going to be offering a new program to women who want to start reinventing themselves, and we're going to be talking about real estate investing, as I've been doing for many years. So I'm going to real estate groups. I'm meeting people so I can get more contacts in all different levels, whether it's contractors, mortgage brokers, so on and so forth. But it's connecting with other people and just putting yourself out there, and stop being afraid of what you think that people are saying or looking at you. Just go out there and just put out your hand and say hello and start a conversation. That's the most important thing. Thank you.
Well said, Glenda. Well said indeed. Alan.
Hi, Peter. Hi, everyone. How I network is I belong to lots of different groups. Some of them are property groups and some of them are business groups. A lot of them are Zoom networks since COVID. And then recently, since January, I've had my own in-person event, which is part of the Property Investors Network. So Property Investors Network has got about 50 meetings all around the UK, and I run one of them within the UK. And then also Property Investors Network has gone global recently, which appeals to me because it enables me to contact a lot of people worldwide as well. And so some of them are from Europe, and then some of them are from the Middle East. There's a group being set up in Brazil. So very much, I think that networking can be global these days. So that's my aspiration, is to, network more globally, which, because of limitations of travel, probably means it's got to be on Zoom. But nevertheless, you can still meet interesting people, who you can help, and they can help you sometimes. Cheers.
Thank you, Alan. Well done. Well done indeed. Brian McNeil, how do you network?
When I got your message yesterday, Peter, about that, I put some thought to it, some really good thought to it. And at first, knee jerk, I thought I was pretty good at networking, but I'm not so sure, actually, because I network at live events, and I network virtually. I'm a big fan of Alignable. Alignable makes it very easy to network well. But I will say to you that I think the networking game has changed. I think I'm good at follow-up, but what I haven't been good at is the sustained relationship building part of it. Like in a room or in a networking event, I'm going to come across well, but the sustained, how do I keep in touch with Peter for more than a week or two or a month? Or how do I stay in touch with Mark for longer? And I think the problem is my training. I'm a trained salesperson and a sales trainer, and I remember the rules too much. The rules that used to be is never forget about a client or potential client. And rule 2 is never let a potential client forget about you. Now, those things are so ingrained about being remembered and never forgetting about them, but I think it falls short of maintaining relationships in business. You know, if I meet with George, we're going to have a great talk, but how long will it last? So I think I'm good short term, but I think I need to learn to get better at the sustained relationship building that matters.
Brian, aren't you the world's greatest sales trainer?
Yes, I am. I teach people how to sell themselves and their services, and I'm good at it, really good at it. You know, I can't wait to talk with you today, John, actually. You know, but there's a difference between that, and I think the shift needs to be in getting past that initial who you are, and let's connect and find value with each other. I think we need to get past that. I think there needs to be a little bit of a mental shift. I heard some of you guys hear what you say about networking, and I think you're right. But I don't think all of it is right. You know, that know, like, and trust thing, I think is killing entrepreneurs, because I don't think it works as well as it once did. You know, but I would love to talk about. I mean, I've written reports about it, done videos about how know, like, and trust, because when you study why people will do business with you, how much they like you is not even in the top 7 reasons why. Okay, so that's what I have to offer. Okay.
Well done. And Brian.
Yes.
Make sure you check underneath your messages, because I'm putting a link in there so you and I can get on a call together as well. We've been talking.
Yes, I can't wait to do it. You know,
we've been talking about 3 weeks. We never do anything.
Okay, we will. We will. I promise.
I'll do it today. I promise you'll do it today.
I believe your promise, sir. I have a 9 o'clock podcast I have to host, so I'm gonna be leaving shortly. So please don't take offense. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Janet.
Hi. I love what everyone has said. And Brian, that was great. I'm sorry to say I believe the know, like, and trust thing. I think it's your product, and if you hit them and they, you know, they sense how it could help them. I mean, think about it. If you go to a store to buy something, or you pick up a product off of the shelf, you don't have to, you know, have that know, like, or trust thing. You're going to try it, right? So I'm kind of with you on that. But anyway, I'm kind of also with Pat. I too, I'm kind of tired. I've done marketing for years, online marketing. Don't even know if I'm doing it well or right. But an online trainer, not a trainer. My husband, Anthony, he does the voiceovers, and we met this guy who is the voice of Porky Pig. And throughout my life, I've met people, and I've picked up like a golden nugget from just many people over the years, and it just sticks with you. And he said, start in your own backyard. So while the World Wide Web is great and you can meet people all over the world, I've kind of taken a step back from online, and I'm starting in my own backyard. So I'm doing in-person events with my business partner here in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm kind of going the face-to-face, meet people, because like Brian said, how you come across online and how you come across meeting someone, it's like some people don't take tests well. They don't test well, but they could be brilliant. So a lot can be missed in online. Plus, the number one thing is my patches, they need to go on your body. You need to put them on. You need to, we have what we call a demo, and we show you the power of the patch, And we do a 30-second, 1-minute demo, you know, before and after. So really, my products to be understood and felt and appreciated needs to be in person. So I love this group. I love all the groups. I've done a million networking events, vendor events. So I'm just kind of going a new route myself, because that's what works for me.
Thanks, Janet. Okay, Joy.
Right. Well, I've been listening and learning because the honest answer is that other than this online family, networking isn't something that I actively pursue because I'm better at writing than at talking. So I focus on long-term follow-up through contacting my email list and also my blog, because my blog is a digital asset that can bring rewards long after I've created it. Having said that, if somebody wants my help, I'm more than happy to talk to them. And I've had some really helpful and entertaining exchanges with members from within this group. But as I say, it's not something I really focus on particularly. Thank you.
Fine, that's fine. Jeffrey.
The hardest part is that initial handshake, right? So they're going up and meeting with the person, but the most interesting thing about it is once you've pierced that and once you've made that initial thing, what do they say? Strangers are just friends you haven't met yet, right? So once you do that meeting and you finally pierce that, they're always available to you. Always available to you. So I mean all of a sudden, you know them and you can reach out to them and they will respond. So it's the initial part of it that you just have to get over in your mind that you can be friends with anybody.
Yeah. Before I get to you, Jeffrey, I want to share something with you that really works very well when it comes to networking, but it's not really networking. It's more in the introduction side of things. If I was talking to George.naugle, for example, in a Zoom call, and I felt that George needed to talk to Fred, right? What I would do, and this is what I've done many, many times, I will pull up Fred's, I'll share my screen, I'll pull up his Facebook or his LinkedIn profile, and I'll leave Fred a message in front of George that he should be talking to George about X, Y, and Z. And I'll say to Fred that George is hearing every word I'm saying to you. Okay? That has been the most powerful way in the world of getting people together. But at the same time, there's also a really good way to network because both those people know that I was the one to put them together. Think about that. It's a very simple but a very powerful way of doing it. Okay, so I'm talking to Pat Dreyer, and I think you should be talking to Glenda Kroll about getting on her podcast. I say, Pat, just bear with me a minute. I'll share my screen. I'll bring Glenda's Facebook up or whatever it is, and I'll get a message there, and I'll send Glenda a message, and I'll say, Glenda, I'm just busy talking to Pat right now, Pat Dreyer, and I'm suggesting he should be on your podcast. I'd love you two to get together as soon as possible because I think there's a huge mutual benefit for both of you. I wish you all the very best and let me know how you get on. Boom, that's it.
Got that scheduled for Monday, Peter, but good point.
I do that at least twice every day, right? And it's my way of networking because you're giving. You actually are giving, but it's networking in the most positive way possible, if you think about that, right? Because I know that when I've done that to Pat and he's contacted Glenda she will message me back saying, oh, thanks very much, whatever it is, and we'll have a chat, right? Pat will do the same thing. So in other words, you're building a relationship anyway, but you'd introduce two people doing it in the process. That takes networking to a whole new level. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Okay. All right, Jeffrey, over to you.
Guys, I didn't, how can I tell you this? To me, this whole networking thing is very much like multi-level marketing, which is very foreign to me. I've only come into business in the last couple of years because this is my 5th business. I had 4 very successful businesses where I sold a product. Basically, let's say I sold car tires. I put an ad in the Yellow Pages. I sold car tires very successfully. Thank you very much. No networking required. I mean, if we got referrals, I mean, they just came naturally. They gave wonderful service, good prices. that all just comes naturally, right? And follow up, of course, right? However, with this multi-level marketing aspect, I joke with my team sometimes. I live in a complex, guys, with 10 big towers. Each tower has got over 1,000 units. And sometimes when we're sitting there and things are quiet, I say, stuff this networking, why don't we just go and knock on all the effing doors? It's just, to me, it's the same thing. I just run around and knock, hi, you want my stuff? Hi, you want my stuff? Hi, you want my stuff? And maybe someone will buy it, right? So that's an aspect. However, I've decided to adapt to it. So what I've done, I've put a full-time VA, a very good one, onto LinkedIn, and they pretty much act, apart from the sales call, they act as me, right? And they do all the ins and outs, and nice to meet you, and good to talk to you again, and blah blah blah. They do all my follow-up for me. So I've got a LinkedIn VA, just a couple of hours a day. So it costs pennies, right? So a couple of hours a day. So my LinkedIn gets looked after. Then I have a very successful Facebook group, and I'm getting over like 500 inquiries a week. And we network with all of those people, and I've got someone who focuses on that. So that's my Facebook group. Then I'm doing 2 more new things. I've created a list. Peter's on that list. I've got a list of 30 people, and I move it around a bit. I've got 30 people, A to Z, who I network with at least once a month. So, for example, I might reach out. Glenda might be under G, of course, and I'm going down my list, A, B, C, D. I come to Glenda. I go, this next couple of days, it's Glenda's turn, if she's available. If she's not available, I'll flip over to John Allen, right? So that's a deliberate networking, and not to sell anything, because these are like family members. This is more to collaborate, and you might drop a golden nugget, give me an idea, I'll give you an idea. And I always come away with an idea. And the last one, what was the last one? Oh, the last one, I'm just starting now. This came about, and you guys have been there, most of you, from my friend Jonathan Mast. He did the 90-day challenge where he interviewed all of us and gave us our 15 minutes of fame. Next week, I'm starting 15 minutes of fame, just basically copying Jonathan. I'm doing my 15 minutes of fame with anyone who wants to come on and be interviewed. And that goes onto YouTube, LinkedIn, goes everywhere. And it gets wonderful exposure, both for me and the person who I interview. So how do I network? That's how I do it, guys. You know, I take it with a gusto. So I'm all about this year, maybe my last year, I'm all about networking.
Good. Santa Claus.
Well, I'm a bit of a walking billboard. You know, no matter where I go, I'm recognized, and people say, "Hey, aren't you Santa? What are you doing here?" And that's the icebreaker. And it's like, well, I'm on vacation, but I'm trying to, and then conversation builds, and it's you know, Santa's available all year round. So should Christmas be all year round. And the conversation goes into that direction. And anybody and everybody that I see and speak to, that's the conversation that I have. And it's just like just walking down the street. I'm networking, just talking to people, smiling, saying hello, and then trying to spread the Christmas cheer and the Christmas joy and everything else. That's basically my old school kind of networking, is just reaching out, and most people reach out to me, but it's you know, just saying hello and just starting with a smile and how's your day and how's everything going and everything good, and yes, that, and just conversation.
Good. Okay. Anyone else got some final thoughts before we move? And thank you very much, Santa Claus. Anyone else?
You're welcome.
Going once. Has anyone here never done any networking at all? So we've all done some sort of networking of some sort, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's the deal with your 15 minutes of fame promotion, Jeff? How's that work?
Basically, it's 10 pre-qualified questions we talk about beforehand, and then we talk about you. It's all about you. Like, hi, Fred, how'd you get started? What did you want to be? And blah, blah, blah. What are you doing now? And what's your tip of the day? That type of thing. So basically, it's 15 minutes of fame, goes across a few platforms, goes into my group and onto YouTube, etc. and then you can grab it and do what you can break it down into shorts. You know what to do. You've got all the marketing ideas. You can do a lot of things with it. It's quite valuable for both of us.
Okay, I'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for your contributions today. Looking forward to seeing you next week. And in the meantime, for those who are watching the replay, reach out to these people. Reach out to them, contact with them, talk with them, and find out really who they know. They know people you haven't got a clue about, and they could be just the people you're looking for. So on behalf of the Your Next Level community, I want to say thank you, everybody. I appreciate you, love you dearly, and I'll see you same time next week. Okay, take care.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for putting all this
Bye.
together. Keep shining, everyone. Keep shining. Keep shining.